Hello and welcome back to VerdictsWatch, where we break down the world's most impactful courtroom decisions. Today we're discussing a historic ruling from Pakistan's Supreme Court that has made waves across legal, social, and human rights circles. In a powerful and long overdue decision, the court has declared that divorced daughters are eligible to receive their deceased father's pension, regardless of when the divorce took place. Let's dive deep into what this means, how it unfolded, and why it's such a big deal. To understand the impact of this ruling, we need to look at the law as it previously stood. Traditionally, pension rules in Pakistan allowed the transfer of a deceased government servant's pension to widows, unmarried daughters, or minor children. But if a daughter got married or divorced after the father's death, she was often considered ineligible. This interpretation not only lacked compassion, but also ignored the realities faced by divorced women, especially in patriarchal societies where financial independence is rare. This landmark case was brought forward by a woman who had been denied her late father's pension because her divorce took place after his passing. The government's position? She wasn't dependent at the time of death. However, this raised a serious legal question. Should timing take precedence over reality? After all, she was now divorced, unemployed, and financially vulnerable, the exact person these pensions were meant to support. The case made its way up to the Supreme Court, where a three-member bench led by Justice Syed Mansoor Ali Shah took notice. The bench acknowledged that the timing-based interpretation was deeply flawed. They argued that dependency is not frozen in time. Life circumstances change, and the law must evolve with them, especially to protect those at the margins of society. In a detailed and well-reasoned verdict, the court declared that divorced daughters remain eligible for pension, regardless of whether the divorce occurred before or after the father's death, so long as they are financially dependent. The ruling cited Article 4 of the Constitution, which ensures the protection of law and equality, and Article 25, guaranteeing equal rights irrespective of gender. This wasn't just a judgment, it was a redefinition of justice. The verdict emphasized, and I quote, "Dependency cannot be rigidly attached to a particular date. It is a continuing state and must be judged based on facts at the time of claim." These words dismantle a long-held bureaucratic view that has excluded women from rightful support due to technicalities. This shows the court's sensitivity to the evolving roles and needs of women in modern Pakistani society. The court also criticized the pension office and government departments for following outdated rules and lacking a gender-sensitive lens. They ordered institutional reforms to ensure that such claims are processed with fairness and dignity. It directed the Accountant General and other pension boards to revise guidelines and remove discriminatory conditions, a call to restructure the machinery, not just the law. This ruling will likely impact thousands of women across Pakistan who have either lost out on their father's pension or didn't bother applying due to discouraging laws. Especially in conservative households, divorced women are often financially abandoned. This verdict gives them a sense of belonging and legal backing within the family system again. The public response has been largely positive. Women's rights activists hailed the decision as a turning point. Social media saw hashtags trending around Hazar divorced daughter's right, and newspapers highlighted it as a win for judicial activism. The legal community also praised the clarity and compassion shown in the ruling. This ruling also aligns with international human rights frameworks. Financial support for women post-divorce is not just a Pakistani issue, it's a global one. Courts around the world have been urged to look beyond legal formalities and address human realities. Pakistan's Supreme Court now joins the list of progressive courts adapting to the 21st century challenges of gender, law, and equity. Prominent lawyers say this case will now be cited in future family law disputes, not just for pensions, but also for inheritance, custody, and other issues involving divorced women. It establishes the principle that dependency must be compassionately and realistically interpreted, not buried under outdated regulations. Legal reform, they argue, must always mirror societal change. To conclude, this isn't just a legal verdict, it's a societal correction. The Supreme Court of Pakistan has reminded us that laws must serve the people, not restrict them. In a country where women often struggle silently post-divorce, this decision lights a candle of hope. That's all from VerdictWatch. Stay informed, stay empowered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more global legal updates that matter.